join you in a moment.
Please tell him if there's nothing more, I'd like to get started back.
Yes, Senator Savage, there are cigarettes and magazines on the table. Please make yourselves at home.
Well, what do you think of it now, Titus? Are you reassured?
Somewhat. Certainly doesn't look like an institution.
Not at all.
Mother will be contented and happy here, I'm sure. It's a charming place.
I just hope we haven't made a mistake.
Darling, the only mistake we've made was in not taking steps any sooner.
I don't like to be thought insensitive. Might have been wiser to have kept her at home with an attendant.
That would have been disastrous.
You're hard.
Someone has to be practical.
No, you're calloused. You married way too many foreigners.
Samuel, darling, we've done what had to be done. Let's not quarrel about it, please.
Billy Bell's right. This is civilized behavior.
I'm sorry to have delayed you. I was anxious to have Dr. Johnson question your mother.
Well, Doctor, it's been a great relief to us to have found this place so charming.
But then we were assured that your place offered the best that money could buy.
We're hoping can offer the best experience can provide.
One thing I meant to ask you, Doctor, will Mother be exposed to any danger here?
Not at all. All the guests in this wing are in their final stage of treatment. They're extremely kind and cooperative. On the surface, most of them are, say, normal as yourself, Senator.
You don't say.
While we're waiting, I'd like to have a discussion regarding your mother's memorial fund.
Well, there's little more to tell. She planned on using it to give away the entire Savage estate.
The newspapers called her Happiness Fund.
Tell me, was this indifference to money something recent?
I wouldn't say so.
Mother has always spent money on foolish causes.
Would you mind being more specific?
Well, there was an Italian farmer who wanted a box of soil from Italy.
Just dirt.
Mother spent $200 just to get it for him.
And there was a flower peddler who wanted a tombstone for his horse.
He got it.
After Father died, this obsession got progressively worse. Just last summer, she chartered a ship to send 1,000 school children all around the world.
Why?
She said they ought to go around the world, but there's still a world to go around.
We stopped as she was about to set up the fund legally.
With the board of directors.
With a fantastic board of directors. Not a banker, a bishop, or a lawyer among them.
Whom did she choose?
A postman, a gardener, a veterinarian, and herself.
We should have known where it was going the day she decided to go on a stage.
That. Have you ever heard of such a thing before, Doctor? What will make a woman of her age suddenly decide to become an actress?
The unique is a routine here, Senator. Nothing surprises us.
If she had been talented, or even vain, I couldn't have understood it.
But she wasn't. She was always quiet, even timid. And suddenly this amazing change.
Grief did it.
But why turn to acting? Life has enough drama in it.
God knows.
Isn't that right, Doctor?
As Judge Savage says, God knows.
And I wish you could explain that bear to us.
Obvious exhibitionism.
Exactly.
She's taken a childish delight in being seen everywhere with a teddy bear.
Anything to indulge a sudden love of notoriety.
Her conduct is a travesty of dignity and self-respect.
And sound business.
Can you tell me, Senator, has there ever been any similar pattern of behavior in your mother's family?
Frankly, I don't know.
You see, Doctor, she isn't actually our mother. Father remarried when we were just children.
Oh, I see.
It has never made any difference in our feeling toward her.
I'm afraid I can't be of much help until I've had time to observe her conduct here.
You're the doctor.
And we know she'll be comfortable in such a charming place.
I wouldn't mind staying here myself.
No place to laugh, Samuel.
But we encourage laughter, Senator. We think it healthy.
You do?
Of course, it's good therapy. For as Byron would say, and if I may laugh at any mortal thing, 'tis that I may not weep.
Of course, of course. Ha ha.
Yes, Miss Willie?
I beg your pardon, Dr. Emmett, but Dr. Johnson won't be able to complete Miss Savage's file for the moment.
Why not?
Oh, he finds her a little uncooperative.
Then bring her in here, please.
Yes, Doctor.
While you're saying goodbye, I'm going to go have a talk with Dr. Johnson.
Please don't go, Doctor!
Please, doctor.
We prefer you stay. I think the shorter we make this, the better for all concerned.
She's vindictive.
For some reason, Doctor, she holds me responsible.
We need to give her a little time to get over her resentment.
Will you come in here, Mrs. Savage?
Will you sit down, Mrs. Savage?
We've waited to say goodbye to you, Mother.
I do not like thee, Lily Bell. The reason why I cannot tell, but this I know and know full well. I do not like thee, Lily Bell.
She's been chanting that over and over again all the way down here.
Your children are saying goodbye, Mrs. Savage. Wouldn't you like to say goodbye to them? They want to say goodbye to you, Mrs. Savage.
Oh, the fireflies are out. How lovely. Why do the fireflies light up, Doctor? Are they mating?
I really couldn't say, Mrs. Savage.
Oh, I thought you'd know. Isn't this a bug house?
This is the cloisters. It is to be your home. I am Dr. Emmett.
Oh, wouldn't it be fascinating if human beings lit up while they were mating? Do you light up while you mate, Lilybell? Lord knows you're flighty.
We might hope, Dr. Bennett, she's going to be unpleasant again.
Certainly, Mother, you're not going to let us depart in atmosphere bitterness.
50 needles and 50 pins and 50 dirty Republicans.
Determined to take the wrong attitude.
It's futile.
Well, Tom will take care of this. Come, Samuel.
We'll send the rest of her stuff down later. We couldn't hold but one suitcase under the circumstances.
But Sunday's Visitor's Day, if you care to bring them down then.
My sister is returning to Paris next week. We'll make arrangements. Good night, Mother.
If you need anything, Mrs. Savage, Mrs. Willie will take care of you.
We've a lovely garden out there. You'll be able to see it in the morning. When I was a child, we always said 30 needles and 30 pins, and you've added 20 dirty Republicans.
It's a fault of mine. Exaggeration. I don't know why I try to irritate them. I just end up irritating myself. Well, I guess it has to be exasperating now to be funny later.
I noticed one of its eyes is missing. It must have dropped down in the office. I'll look as soon as they go.
Oh, don't bother. It fell out last fall at the opera. I would have gone and looked for it, but the usher was so nasty about me lighting matches during the magic fire music. You know what this is, don't you?
Suppose you tell me.
It's a teddy bear. Haven't you seen one before?
Not that big.
Would you like to know what I do with it?
I couldn't possibly guess.
I sleep with it.
Do you?
Yes, I do, you. You going to speak to me as if I were an imbecile, too?
Here, we mustn't be hostile.
Well, of course not. You haven't done anything to harm me. Would you care to know why I sleep with it?
If you care to tell me.
I don't care, and I'll tell you. I get lonely. I'm too old to have a lover and too fastidious to sleep with a cat.
Then by all means, you must take it to bed with you here. Would you care to take off your hat?
If I'm going to spend the rest of my life here, I might as well.
It's a mighty saucy hat.
A 10-cent piece of felt and 3 chicken feathers. $85. Why economy should be so expensive, I don't know.
It takes imagination.
And the blood of pirates. But I wanted it. I wanted it since I was 16. For all the good it does me here. You can use it for something. I'm not sure what.
Oh, you better keep it. You might need it.